Welcome back, college football fans. We have some NCAA football revamped. Now this is a facelift on NCAA football 14. This looks great, and we got a great matchup today. This is one that I've been looking forward to. This is Nebraska versus Colorado. We're turning this new revamped into a college football series here on YouTube, so if you like it, don't mind hitting subscribe. Let's go. Let's get into this game. Is Nebraska going to be able to slow down Colorado? I know they're fast, but I think Nebraska has a better defense than TCU. This one's going to be on the road for us, traveling out to Boulder, Colorado to face against Primetime. Deion Sanders put up record numbers against TCU last week, putting up 510 yards through the air, and has already entered his way onto some people's Heisman lists. Now this rivalry dates back all the way to 1898, which is almost as old as dirt. After winning the coin flip, I decided to defer to the second half and put Sanders' offense on the field first and see what they're about. After a fairly decent kick return, the Buffaloes would get their offense rolling, and they'd be able to have their way with Nebraska on this first drive between a running and passing attack. With it being our first year as head coach at Nebraska and on the road against a rival, we knew it was going to take all we had. The defense flexed here, but didn't break, getting a big third down stop, setting up Colorado for the field goal. The Buffaloes would drill this field goal and strike first against the Huskers. Emmett Johnson would get a good kick return here, setting up to see Jeff Sims on the field for the first time. Sims has been good this year running the ball, but his passing has been a little weak, throwing a few interceptions. And after not being able to establish a run game, we'd have to punt it back to Colorado. For the Buffaloes' next drive, it would really be the Sanders show, showing us what he can do with his legs, being a passer and a rusher. Taking the Buffaloes all the way down to the 25-yard line, this would be huge and have the stadium rocking, but Nebraska's defense would hold again on third down, forcing the Buffaloes to kick again. On this possession, we'd really focus on the run game, trying to establish it and wear Colorado down, and you'd get a heavy dose of Gabe Irving Jr. And on the next play, you'd see Sims make one of the riskiest pitches he's made all game. This would be to Gabe Irving again. This would bring the Cornhuskers to the red zone for the first time, where you'd see Sims call his own number, taking it in for the score.
At the 22.
Every single time this offense has the ball, they're moving the football, but they're settling for field goals. And every time they settle for field goals, I've been watching the defense that they've been facing and watching how they run off the field to celebrate a job well done because they're not giving up touchdowns. That's a bad sign.
And as Kurt said, Nebraska's defense was pretty fired up. But you'd see more of the Sanders show, running for 25 yards. But as the Buffaloes pressed into Husker territory, you'd see one of the biggest defensive stops and turnovers of the game. The big man would take this scoop and score right in, giving Nebraska a 14-6 lead, giving them all the momentum. Colorado would continue to move the ball, but wouldn't have enough to score before half. Coming into the second half, I was confident with our lead, but that would change on the first play, when Sims would throw an INT. The Buffaloes having great field position, Nebraska's defense was able to hold. Getting a key third down stop, Coach Prime was definitely going for it on 4th and 1, where Nebraska would get a key sack.
Looking to scramble out. He can't get away from the pressure, and the defense comes through.
The Colorado defense would continue to keep Sims on his toes and out of the pocket, but Nebraska was still able to make the connection in the Colorado secondary. Now Nebraska would drive down the field, but get stopped on third down and have to kick a field goal. The Nebraska D was able to hold strong, coming up with a key third down stop here. With the Huskers getting the ball back, we'd see a heavy dose of the run, driving it into Colorado territory. But it would end up being through the air that would get them the 6 points. Nebraska would end up getting a stop, but Colorado wasn't done either, getting a late fourth quarter stop on defense. With only 53 seconds to go, this game was over, and Colorado opted to punt on their last possession. In the final snap, you'd see Huskers in the victory formation, getting the win at Boulder. Now I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to stick around. We're going to keep this Dynasty series going. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.